early and all I had was coffee.
For you.
Thank you for watching Marketing Beat. My name is Beverley Theresa. I'm a social media strategist based in Edmonton, and this is my co-host.
I'm Ameet Khabra. I've got about 9 years of experience in pay-per-click advertising. And I guess I'm based in Vancouver now, but I split my time with Edmonton. So
She's a jet setter. How do you get followers? You have to follow people. Like, it's just that simple. A lot of people won't actually make the time to go and look for followers. So if someone just follows them and you're a real person, they'll just follow them back. Like for me, I don't actually go out and find people to follow because I don't care as much. But if someone from Edmonton or like someone that I can tell is real and not a bot follows me and their feed is good, I'll just follow them back. And also like putting account links on everything. So I was at the rec room in West Edmonton Mall when they first opened. They had Snapchat tag stickers in the bathroom even. And I was like, this is weird. But I'm like, girls take selfies in the bathroom mirror. So, I mean, it makes sense to have them on here. Even at a restaurant, there's that little, those table tents or whatever they're called. Have them on there if you're a restaurant. Have them on your business cards, and that's also why I always recommend everyone has the same consistent username across all platforms, because then you're not like, follow me on Instagram, this is the URL, follow me on Facebook, this is the URL. Instead, you can be like, I'm at Hello Beverly on everything, or I'm at AdWords Girl on everything. So it's really easy for people to find you. And then, get stickers made. So Ameet was like, does stickers really help? And I was like, yes, girl. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking like that. I was like, yes, they do help, because I was going to bring in a sample, but I actually had Snapchat stickers made when Snapchat was like, I guess, more popular. And I had just put the Snapchat sticker on the back of my phone. And then when I met someone new, I'm like, oh yeah, we should connect on Snapchat. And all they would have to do is scan my Snapchat tag or whatever the hell it used to be called. And then they'd follow me and I'd follow them. It was really simple. I'm sure you can do the same thing with your Instagram tag. And if you go to socialtagstickers.com, that's where I ordered mine. You can actually get Instagram stickers with just like your username, and same with Twitter and things like that. I don't have a code for them because I'm not affiliated with them, but I feel like they should probably just sponsor me.
Yeah, let's talk about Twitter then.
Okay.
How do you get more followers on Twitter?
Twitter is my all-time favorite social media platform because, I don't know, I just love it. And I love @Jack, like the founder of Twitter, because I want to marry him. But anyways, use relevant keywords in your bio. So if I'm searching for Edmonton people, I'll either just put in Edmonton or I'll put in #YEG, because when we mention Edmonton, that's what people do in the city. If I'm looking for social media people, just find what they're doing, I'll write in social media. And so if you have your title in your bio, it makes it easier. And also like your city hashtag, if you have one or if your city has one. And also I like having, so for Twitter bio, just like off topic, I always have something that's like professional, and then I just have like a little sentence about like something fun or something silly. So it shows that you're not just like a boring person and you're actually a person who's present on Twitter, instead of just like, I'm a social media strategist, click my website below. Like, that's fucking boring. So try and be creative with it. And then when you're tweeting things out, always include a visual for your feed. What catches your eye? Just text, or is it just, or images? Do images help? So that's why when I tweet out just like even a status, I'll put a GIF with it. Or if I'm tweeting something out and I know that the Twitter card that shows up with the metadata that gets pulled, the photo, the thumbnail part, isn't actually going to show up properly, I'll actually take a photo, save it to my computer, and then I'll upload it with that post, and then making sure that the link is in the caption itself. That will just basically help you get attention from people, and maybe they'll want to follow you if you're interesting or not. Hashtags, use targeted hashtags. So not like, so on Instagram, there's like hashtag love and hashtag Instamood and like don't use those on Twitter because like hi, it's not Instagram. But like having hashtag digital marketing if you are talking about digital marketing, if you're talking about social media, hashtag social media, and hashtag YEG or hashtag your city if you're talking about something local. Tweets with hashtags get at least 2 times more engagement according to Buffer. See, I wrote that stat down. And so this is also why like it's not recommended, and please don't fucking do this because I'll kill you. When people post from Instagram to Twitter, it's like those hashtags don't matter on Twitter. Like, cool, you posted about makeup on Instagram where people look at makeup on Instagram, but on Twitter, it's not like your hashtag Revlon or hashtag MAC makeup will actually do anything on Twitter. So you want to make sure that you choose them wisely and have 2 to 3 hashtags at the most. And don't be one of those people, please, where like hashtag hi, hashtag I, hashtag am, hashtag here. When you hashtag every single word, that's not strategic and it's fucking ugly. So just to be honest, sorry. I mean, you're like, oh my God, why is she talking like this?
I'm like, why do I do that?
You don't do that. So it's funny because some social media professionals will actually hashtag every single word, and some of them actually post directly from Instagram to Twitter. And then all you see on your Twitter feed when you're following them are the little dots that push the hashtags down, and you're like, bitch, why are you taking up all my Instagram feed? Like it's supposed to be part of my feed and not interrupting my feed. So I won't throw shade there. But
isn't that like a good way to get more attention, kind of?
In a negative way. So I've seen someone post, like they do their tweet and then they'll leave like all this space, like line breaks, and it's just like, what are you doing? And I just scroll past it because I assume it's spam. I don't know.
Good to know.
That's just me though. Like maybe there's a study done about people who space out their tweets and take up the whole entire screen, but I just find it really obnoxious. And Instagram is Instagram, and your Instagram audience isn't the same as the one on Twitter, and you probably speak to your Twitter audience differently than you would on your Instagram, especially for businesses.
I guess so. I don't know. My PPC head goes, I want more screen real estate. Take up that space.
I mean, you can. I would be curious to see, like, maybe do some A/B testing. That could be your new goal for this week. So Ameet's gonna test it out, and we'll hold her to it. And if she sucks at testing it out, we'll let you know.
I don't suck at testing things. I'll let you know if the results are shit.
They're gonna be shit. Just saying.
We'll find out.
And then for businesses, tweet on the weekends, because people are on social media on the weekends. And you'll see on Facebook as well, like, and LinkedIn, you might get more engagement over the weekend just because, especially like on LinkedIn, people aren't at work and they're sitting at home with their family, ignoring them on their cell phones, right? So try it out, see what the engagement is like. And like, all of these are obviously just recommendations. I'm not here to be like, oh my God, you need to do this. Well, for some things, yeah. But like, everything that social media people say are just recommendations. Like it might be working for myself or like another business, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work for yours. So always take what people say with a grain of salt, and that's just me being bitter, maybe the social media people. Participate in Twitter chat. So Ameet is part of PPC chat, hashtag PPC chat on Twitter. I actually retweeted one of your tweets. I don't think I told you. I retweeted one of your tweets that was part of PPC chat, and then one of the people added me on LinkedIn saying they saw me as part of PPC chat. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, okay. And like, you're probably just adding everyone.
Interesting. I don't think I've gotten any messages from PPC chat on LinkedIn.
Oh, he's Asian though. So maybe he only added me because he's Asian.
Gotta stick together.
Maybe. Just kidding. Tweet often, so not like in a big chunk. Like sometimes I'll go off and like do a big rant on Twitter, and I'll just do like 5 tweets at once, but I'll put them all in a thread. But if you tweet throughout the day, it really helps you get noticed on people's feeds because the lifetime of a tweet is 18 to 19 minutes, and it's less if someone actually follows a whole bunch of people. So you want to make sure that you're always getting to the front of the line and you're getting that airtime. So that's why sometimes if you are my stalker or you pay attention to my feed a lot, I'll tweet out the same link but just have a different caption about it. And like we'll talk about marketing beat like 5 times in one day or something, because not everyone's going to see that post. And that also transcribes to other social media platforms. Like on LinkedIn, when you post once, you only get 20 to 30% of your connections' attention.
Talk about my favorite, actually, and your least favorite social media platform, Instagram.
So I don't mind Instagram, but I just don't really use it for business for myself. So I'm more like, I'm going to flex on Instagram. I'm going to do a story, but I don't actually use it for lead gen, because Twitter and LinkedIn are my main ones for lead gen. But I know that you love it. I know you've had great success on getting leads through Instagram. So yeah, it's a matter of like, how do you turn the people? So like, you get all these followers, but so what? How do you turn them into actual customers or leads or prospects? So with Instagram, you want to make sure that you check in at your locations. Today, we're working on a Work Nicer in Edmonton. So if I was to do an Instagram picture or whatever, I would actually tag Work Nicer for the location.
Would you do that for stories as well?
You can if you're like somewhere cool.
Would tagging your location in stories help increase followers?
Yeah, I mean, technically, if someone is looking for stories in that location, then yeah. It's always good too, because I think it shows props to like wherever you are. Like, I don't do it all the time, like, but for Work Nicer, I'll always make sure that. Oh, and also, if that business is on social media or on Instagram, if you tag them like their actual username tag, there's more of a chance of them sharing your content on their own channels. And then people are like, who's this Ameet girl in Edmonton? And then they'll go on your profile and be like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I want to follow Ameet. Right?
Yeah, that's how it totally happens.
Yeah. And for people who are narcissistic, posting selfies actually gets 38% more likes on Instagram, according to Later, which is the social media scheduling, or the Instagram scheduling tool. So it's okay, post your face all the time if you want more engagement, but just remember that like not everyone wants to see your face all the time. So yeah, like when you go to Instagram accounts and like their whole feed is selfies, I'm just like, you're not telling me anything. You're not giving me any value besides me seeing your face. And yeah, you're fucking hot or you're really pretty. But like, I'm not here just to see pictures of your face. I want to see behind the scenes in your life or your business. I want to see what's going on, what the news is, and not just like your face all the time. And then tailoring your content to each platform, we kind of covered that, where every platform is used differently. So what you're posting on LinkedIn might not necessarily work on Instagram, and vice versa. So making sure that you are tailoring the photo or the image or video, you're resizing it to the platform you're posting it to, and then making sure in the captions you're speaking directly to that audience on that platform. So that's why, like, on Instagram, you can get away with being more casual, whereas on LinkedIn, a little bit more professional will go a long way, because LinkedIn is a professional network. Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm making fun of Kevin.
Oh, okay. Kevin sucks. But also remember that Instagram just released a new feature where you can actually post to like up to 5 accounts at once. And I was like, can you please fix your API before you focus on all these shitty features? Like, stop the auto commenting part. Okay, you have 5 Instagram accounts and you want to post the exact same thing to all 5 at the exact same time? I'm like, bitch, no. So please don't do that. So tailor to the post to each person on each account. Oh my god, I just saw myself snapping your thing. And then I said include a CTA, and Ameet was like, you don't put CTAs at the end of your Instagrams. And I was like, dude, like, I don't even care about Instagram. Follow the link in our bio. Like, for businesses, I will actually include a CTA. Use those services like Linktree or link in bio. If you just Google them, they'll come up, where you can have multiple links. And you'll see in mine, I just set up the well-friendly page on my website. And then I just change the links out whenever I need to. And it's branded to my brand. Because then when you're like, follow the link in the bio, you don't have to actually go in and change the link all the time. If I want to be like, oh, go watch or rerun a marketing beat, it's on YouTube, and I'll have that in the bio along with sign up for my newsletter, and here's my website, and here's my Twitter, and follow me, and all these things. So like a CTA can be as simple as follow the link in our bio or DM us if you have questions.
Okay. Well, you brought up LinkedIn a couple times.
Yes.
So I know that they have obviously the connections feature, but they also have a followers feature, right? So how would we gain more followers and less, not so much on the connection side?
I think just putting out articles on LinkedIn Pulse and engaging with other people's posts. So like I didn't realize that I have more followers than connections on LinkedIn. Like I don't even get notified or I don't see it when someone follows me. And that's probably just because I've been posting a lot and commenting on other people's things. And that's an easy way to get followers and connections because it shows up in your feed. So like on Facebook, if your friend likes someone's photo, it's kind of the same thing on LinkedIn. If you comment or like someone's photo, it might show up in your connections feeds and then your connections will see it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And also, like, there's black hat ways that you can get followers on LinkedIn. One of my favorite ways is to Google search or download a Chrome extension. I don't know what it's called, and if I did know, I would not tell you because it's black hat. You can
And
DM
she
me
doesn't
after.
do that stuff.
DM me after. But you can Google search like social media strategist LinkedIn. And this Google Chrome extension, you just draw a box with your mouse around all of the Google results that are on LinkedIn, and it will open each of those profiles in a different tab. And that's like, you know, when people view your profile and you're like, who is this person? They go and view yours back. That's an easy way to get connections or an easy way to just go into each tab and click connect. I wouldn't recommend that because you can get banned by LinkedIn. But yeah, it's just like, it's kind of like on any social media platform where you engage with someone, you're more likely to get more followers. And then try and use video. You'd be surprised if you uploaded like a 2-minute video, you'd be surprised how many views you actually get. And everyone's like, oh, let's use video for Facebook video, blah, blah, blah. But don't forget about LinkedIn. And even if you are B2C, there's actual customers or people who are on LinkedIn. It's not just businesses. And business people are people too. So don't be afraid to share your product or your service there as well. It doesn't mean that just because you market to other businesses or like other industries that LinkedIn isn't for you. Or yeah, LinkedIn. Use LinkedIn. And then posting consistently. Again, if you're posting to LinkedIn once, that will probably reach 20 to 30% of your connections, which is why like you'll see people who will post a blog link and then they'll post the same blog link but with a different headline and stuff like that a couple days later, and then you'll see it like a month later, and you might not even see them doing this multiple times because you weren't actually on the first round of the post. So posting things more than once, it's like I wouldn't recommend it really for Facebook, but for other social media platforms, not so much Instagram, posting things more than once because then more of your audience can see it. Post it at a different time, post it on a different day, post it on the weekend if you're actually just posting during the weekdays, and just try things out and see what time works for you. And it's all, again, trying these things out, seeing if it works for you. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Then you move on to another tactic.
Fair.
Yeah, oh my God, I like made it in 6 minutes left.
So do we have any, I guess, questions? Anybody have any questions in regards to how to get more followers? Anything that needs to be figured out? Say it now or forever with your piece.
Say it now or pay me. Just kidding.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it now or pay her. Like if you have a business profile.
Good luck. So run an ad for engagement and then select likes. And you can get, like, it's literally like you're buying likes for your page, but you're actually buying targeted likes. So it'll market your page to just make sure that the interests are highly targeted. And like I've done an ad before for my own page just to see what would happen. And literally I got like 200 likes from it for like 15 cents a like or something. And they're all targeted. So they're all people who are interested in some of the thought leaders in the social media industry or people who do similar things to me. So it was like, what? Like, this is really cheap. But a smarter way to buy followers and a smarter way to target them. And also, like, there is this thing on this Facebook group that I'm part of about the unfollow follow rule. And you know how people will follow people, and then if you don't follow them back, they'll unfollow you. Agora Pulse just released an article. I read it last week. I don't know when they just released it, but they did a study on all their social media accounts to see if the follow unfollow works for them. And it was proven for them that following and unfollowing people and using an Instagram tool to do this for them actually increased their audience. It increased their audience number, but also it increased like page clicks and things like that. So people who are like follow unfollow doesn't work, stop doing it. It's like, well,
Kevin actually had a question. How do you figure out the best hashtag to use? Sorry.
just so look it up. Like, I don't know what industry you're in, Kevin. What industry?
He's a business coach.
If he's a business coach and he only serves Edmonton, then he can jump on Edmonton hashtags by posting a picture of him in Edmonton somewhere, or like posting a photo of YEG DT, Edmonton downtown, and hashtag that, and kind of look through all of the YEG hashtags that are popular, and you can jump on in those bandwagons. So that's why, like, if you run an Instagram account for, I don't know, a real estate agent, you don't want to always be talking about homes, because then it's not relevant if you hashtag YEG food or something. And YEG food is a really popular hashtag, so I'm always like, if you're going to go eat something, take a photo and send it to me if it's a local place, because then we'll post it on your Instagram and your photo will be seen under YEG food. And it's kind of just a sly way of like weaseling your way into that hashtag, but also it's strategic and targeted towards Edmonton people. We're not just going to hashtag it foodie, because then anyone in the world is searching for foodie, but more than likely if someone's searching YEG food, they're from Edmonton or they're coming to Edmonton, and it will be relevant to them. So it's really just about going on Instagram and dedicating, I don't know, 20 minutes to figure out what hashtags are popular for your industry or your service. You can also, speaking of following, unfollowing, you can also hire people, like an intern, for, like, I met this dude, you know him, but I'm not going to say his name, but he said that his old boss paid him for 1 hour of work, and all he did was go through this list that his boss gave him of Instagram users and like their pictures, and then wrote like a custom comment for each picture. And that's how he grew his following. So there's machines to do that. But if you want a more organic way and you don't want to get caught or have less of a chance of getting caught by Instagram, then get someone to do it. Just pay like a child. Well, maybe not a child. And then making sure that the comments are actually relevant to the photo. And that's why you can use these Instagram automation tools, but don't use the comment feature, because you can just tell, like, if you hashtag YEGBiz, there's YEG Digital. So there's another account in Edmonton. If you hashtag YEGBiz, YEG Digital will come and they'll do this, like this emoji on your comments, and you're like, dude, you're just following that hashtag and commenting on everyone's, and you're always doing this. Like, it's kind of dangerous, because what if one day I'm like, my dog died, hashtag YEGBiz, and then they're like this in the comments. Like, no. So don't use automated comments. I think we're done. We're done.
We are right on 11.
Okay, we're gonna go now.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, and watch us next week, or else you suck. Okay, bye.
Bye.